Think about how many of those little square QR codes you've scanned lately. The one on the parking meter to pay, the one on the restaurant table for the menu, the one on a flyer that says your package couldn't be delivered. You point your camera, you tap the link that pops up, and you never think twice. And that little reflex of not thinking twice is exactly what a new wave of scammers is counting on. Because here's the thing almost nobody realizes. A QR code is just a website link, wearing a disguise. It's a link you literally cannot read with your own eyes. And criminals have figured out that they can swap the real codes for fake ones or slip their own into emails and flyers and send you straight to a convincing trap. It's common enough now that it's got its own name. Quishing, short for QR phishing. The good news, QR codes are still genuinely useful, and you don't need to fear them. You just need to understand the trick and pick up 2 or 3 simple habits. So in the next few minutes, I'll show you what a QR code really is, exactly how the scam works, why it slips past your guard so easily, and how to scan anything safely. Let's get into it. So let's start with what a QR code actually is, because once you see it, the whole scam makes sense. A QR code is nothing magical. It's just a web address, a link, encoded into that pattern of black and white squares so a camera can read it instantly instead of you typing it out. Scan it, and your phone opens that link exactly like tapping a link in a text message. And that's the entire point of comparison. When someone texts you a link, you can at least read it first. You can see the words in the address and go, that doesn't look right. But a QR code? You can't read it. It's deliberately unreadable to human eyes. The whole design is to hide a long web address inside a little square. So when you scan one, you are, in effect, tapping a mystery link and trusting wherever it sends you, completely blind. Think about that. Every other piece of safety advice we've covered comes down to looking before you leap, read the address, check the sender, hover over the link. A QR code asks you to skip all of that and just trust. That blind spot that you're acting on a link you never got to see is the entire reason this scam works. Everything else is just the scammer taking advantage of it. So how does the actual scam play out? It comes in 2 main flavors, and both are clever. The first is physical, out in the real world. Scammers print their own QR code on a sticker, and they slap it right on top of a legitimate one. The parking meter is the classic example. You walk up, scan the code to pay, except the code you scanned is a fake sticker placed over the city's real one. There have been waves of this on parking meters, on electric vehicle chargers, even on restaurant tables and event posters. You think you're paying for parking? You're actually typing your card details into a scammer's look-alike page. The second flavor is digital. The scammers put a QR code inside a phishing email, a letter, or one of those "we couldn't deliver your package, scan to reschedule" flyers. And here's the sneaky part. Putting the link inside a QR image helps it slip right past the spam filters that would normally catch a suspicious web link in an email, because to the filter, it's just a picture. In both cases, the destination is the same. You land on a page that looks exactly like a real login or a real payment screen. Your bank, a delivery company, a parking service. You enter your details and they're handed straight to the criminal. The QR code was never the danger itself. It was just the doorway, and you opened it without being able to see what was on the other side. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but I'd notice if a page looked off. Maybe, but let's be honest about why Quishing works so well, because it stacks 3 things against you at once. First, as we said, you can't preview where you're going. With a normal link, you get a moment to judge it. With a QR, you get nothing until you're already there. Second, context disarms you. A QR code feels official and physical. It's printed on a parking meter, on a menu in a real restaurant, on a letter with a real-looking logo. Your brain treats physical and official-looking as trustworthy, and scammers know it. A sticker costs them almost nothing and borrows all the trust of whatever it's stuck to. And third, it all happens on your phone. On a small screen, that address bar at the top is tiny, often half hidden and easy to ignore, which is the perfect place for a fake page to hide. On a computer, you might squint at the address. On a phone, mid-stride at a parking meter, you almost never do. Put those together, no preview, borrowed trust, and a tiny screen, and you can see why even careful people get caught. It's not that they're careless, it's that the QR code was engineered to skip the exact moment where they'd normally catch it. And because the whole thing takes 2 seconds, in a hurry, standing at a meter or glancing at a menu, you're rushing. And rushing is exactly when nobody stops to read an address. So here's how to scan anything safely. And it's genuinely just a few habits, not paranoia. Habit 1, and this is the big one, preview the link before you open it. When you scan a QR code, your phone shows you the web address first, in a little banner, before it actually opens anything. Don't just tap it on autopilot, read it. Find the real domain, the same skill from the fake login video, the main name just before the first single slash. If you scanned a parking meter and the address isn't your city or the official parking service, stop. Habit 2, be suspicious of QR codes in places they don't belong. A sticker that looks stuck on over something else, a QR code in an unexpected email, a code on an urgent flyer demanding you act fast. Treat all of those as guilty until proven innocent. In the real world, give the code a quick physical glance. Is it a sticker sitting on top of printed text? Habit 3, the rule that saves you even if everything else fails. Never enter a password or payment details on a page that a QR code opened. If it's asking you to log in or pay, back out and go to that company yourself. Open their official app or type their website in by hand. Habit 4, for payments specifically. For parking, tolls, anything like that, just use the official app or the posted phone number instead of scanning a code on the machine. A scammer can fake a sticker. They can't fake the app you already trust. So let's boil it all down to one habit you can actually remember, because that's what sticks. Here it is. Treat every QR code exactly like a link handed to you by a stranger, because that's precisely what it is. A link from a source you can't verify until you check. So the routine is simple. 1. Scan but pause at the preview and read the address before you open it. 2. Check the real domain. Is it actually the company you expected? 3. And this is the golden rule. If the page wants your login or your money, stop and go to the source directly instead, through the official app or by typing the address yourself. That's it. You don't have to stop using QR codes. They're convenient and mostly fine. You just stop scanning on pure autopilot. Add the physical world check too. If a code is a sticker that looks slapped on over the original, don't trust it. The whole shift is from scan and trust to scan, then look. That one extra second of looking is the entire defense. Scammers are betting you won't take it. Prove them wrong. So here's the whole thing in one breath. A QR code is just a website link in disguise, one you can't read before you tap it, and that blind trust is the entire attack. Quishing works 2 ways. A fake sticker placed over a real code in the physical world, like on a parking meter, or a QR code tucked inside a phishing email or flyer where it slips past spam filters as just an image. Either way, you land on a fake login or payment page and hand over your details. It fools careful people because there's no preview, the physical context feels official, and the tiny phone address bar is easy to ignore. To stay safe, preview the link and read the real domain before opening. Be suspicious of QR codes in odd places or stuck on stickers. And the golden rule, never log in or pay on a page a QR code opened. Go to the company directly through their app or by typing the address yourself. So the bottom line, QR codes aren't the enemy. Blind trust is. The fix costs you 1 extra second. Scan, then actually look at the address before you open it, and never hand over a password or a payment to a page a code dropped you on. Do that, and this entire scam just slides right off you. The next time you're at a parking meter, take that second. It might be the cheapest insurance you'll ever buy. If this made you see those little squares a bit differently, consider subscribing, because that's what this channel is for. The digital world explained in plain English, so you and the people you love can stay a step ahead. And send this to someone who scans every QR code without blinking, especially anyone who pays for parking by phone. Stay sharp out there.